Hello kids and welcome back. Hopefully you are enjoying your missions and you are moving forward and you are learning from these missions. We have started Python programming a couple of missions ago, and today I need to show you what are the main pillars of Python programming and what we are learning and what is the roadmap, what is the complete roadmap. There are 12 pillars of Python programming. We have learned about variables in data, data types, operators, input and output. We have learned how to input information if your computer wants information from somewhere, how you can get the information and how to respond according to it. Then we have conditions, loops, functions. We are going to learn these today, and after that we have data structures, modules and libraries, files and databases, errors and debugging, and object-oriented programming. I am going to explain these a little bit today. So these 12 fundamental pillars of programming, they are good for any programming or coding language, not only for Python. We have the same things in every program, every coding language. So what are the variables in data? Variables are the places where we store some information or data. They can be used and changed in our programs. These are the foundation of any program. And then we have data types. There are different kind of data types. We have learned about those: strings, integers, float, booleans. Knowing data type helps Python use and protect your data. What it means, it knows what to do with what kind of data. Let's say if it is a string and we have the print command, it knows that it has to print as it is. But if it is an integer, it's a number, it might has to be divided or calculated somehow. So Python would know what kind of data it is and how to use it or react towards it. Then we have the operators: plus, minus, multiply, divided by. They perform operations on values and variables. They help programs calculate and make comparisons: greater than, equal to, less than, equal to. Then we have input and output. Our program, our app, our robot, it can ask something and get the information input, and it can respond according to that information. This is how your program communicates with people and other programs and other robots. Let's say we have two robots, how they are going to communicate with each other? With the input and output commands. Then we have conditions. If age is equal to 20, he is an adult. If age is greater than 20, he is adult. If less than 18, he is under 18 or a minor. Then we have loops. If we want to repeat a block for a set of program, a piece of program, we want to run a program 20 times, we don't have to write that program 20 times. We have to write it once and say repeat it 20 times. So we don't have to write it again and again for 20 times. Then we have the functions. Functions are the reusable blocks of code that we can create at some place and we can use it again and again. Data structures, they organize and store data collections in somewhere. Just like files, they are basically a piece of program in a file. That these are data structures. Then we have modules and libraries. Modules let you reuse code. Libraries provide many ready-made features. So module is a piece of code that you store somewhere else in some any other file. As we experimented here, right? And we use this one in our main PY. Then we have files and databases. We create files, we store them in some place, and the databases as well. They are we actually store them permanently for future use. We store a file or database somewhere, and we can call it and use it as many times as we want, or in any program we want. Then the most important thing in programming, errors and debugging. We have experienced these things as well. We faced many errors and we debugged them, means we fixed them. Errors are normal. Debugging is the art that helps us find and fix the problems in our coding languages. In any of the languages, especially we are talking here about Python. And the last one, object-oriented programming. It organizes code using objects and classes. We are going to study about this in very detail in the coming missions. So I am going to share these two sheets with you. You can download them and you can keep them for your references. You can use them anywhere. Now let's practice something. I am just going to delete this. In our lesson 1 PY, let's start with conditions. Conditions allow computer to make decision. Let's say I am writing a variable. It can be an input as well. 20, right? So if age is 20, okay, if age, I have the suggestion is equal to or greater than 18. I have to put colon in the end, right? Do what? Print. I get the suggestion. Print what? Print adult, and it has to be in colons. Next thing, if age is 18 or greater than 18, he is an adult, right? Next thing is, I'm just going to go back, else colon print again. I get the suggestion. Print. What do you want to print? Underage. Okay. I am just going to clean the screen. CLS. Okay. I have to save it, otherwise it won't execute, right? So let's see what happens if I am going to execute it. It is saying adult because the age that is coming from the input or maybe from a variable, it is 20. Let's say if the age is 15, I have to save the file, remember that always, and it says underage now. So that's how a condition works. Alright, now let's talk about loops. I'm going to delete all of this. A loop is a thing in which we can repeat one thing for many times. For, it has a syntax, it starts with for. I am going to make I as a variable. For I in range, okay, 5, okay. After that I have to write colon, all right, print I. Print what? I is simple as that. Okay, I don't have to write anything after that. Control S, save. I have to clean this screen so we can understand what the result is coming, and it has printed from counting from 0 to 4 5 digits. Okay, let's say if this range is 7, what's this gonna do? I'm going to save it again, clean screen, and execute. Voila, 0 to 6, these are the 7 times. It has repeated the range 7 times. It has printed 7 things. So that's how the loop works. We will later on learn about for and while loops as well. But for now we are just going to go simply. I'm going to delete this one, clean the screen here, and now we are going to start with function. So what is a function? Function is something we define. Okay, welcome. I have defined this as a function. Okay, so what function will do, what this welcome function will do, it will print. I get the suggestions. Print what? I have to write something. Welcome to AI and Robotics Club. Okay, this is what we have done. Our function is, name is welcome. We have defined welcome, and welcome does what? It prints the following line. All right, and now what I have to do, I have to say execute the function welcome. Okay, it has understood that we are talking about welcome, and after that I have just to write it here. Okay, I'm just going to save and execute. It has printed welcome to AI in Robotics Club. So that was the function. I don't have to write this whole thing again. I just have to write the name of the function, and when I execute it, it will execute the same function. Let's say I have to write another line in the same okay, and here I am going to write, sorry, my mistake. Hopefully you are enjoying your missions. Okay, save, clean screen, execute. Welcome to AI and Robotics Club. Hopefully you are enjoying your missions. So that's how a function works. Functions are one of the most important concepts in programming. Always remember these things. These are the basic blocks we are learning step by step. And one thing I want to give you, and that's your today's mission as well. Please don't copy paste whatever I am writing here. Experiment them. Write your own programs, write your own things. Change the name, definition, welcome, change it to something else, XYZ. Instead of print, write here, add, calculate. Try these things. Nobody is going to judge you. If something is getting wrong, nobody is going to judge you. Nobody is going to cut your grades. But you are going to experience, you are going to understand what's happening behind the scene. Python is very, very simple. All you have to do, use your imaginations and try to do these things by yourself. Please make these programs, make these things we have learned today, follow these instructions, follow these pillars. Okay, we have learned conditions, loops and functions today. Try your own conditions, loops and function and share the screenshots with me. That's your mission today. Try to do it by yourself. If you don't understand anything, you can contact me anytime. I will be more than happy to help you and make understand and debug if there is a problem. But these are very, very simple things. Try to do it by yourself. Take care of yourself. Bye bye for now. See you in the next mission.